Okay, so a nice, really easy one here for you today, guys. This is one that you can get the kids involved in. It's homemade burgers. It's cheap. I'll probably, out of this lot, make about 6 or 7 burgers. It's basically minced beef. That's an egg at the back. We've got there some breadcrumbs with some fresh parsley. We've got there some onion, very finely chopped. And that's that's 2 cloves of garlic that's sort of been minced, and a bit of salt and pepper. Now, if you're an adult and you want to get your kids involved in this, brilliant. Do that. Let them mix it up. If you're Paul Alexandra, then maybe you need to get your kids to show you how to do it. Well, you know, knock yourself out. Right, just zoom in there. That's everything now mixed up. Okay, so it's breadcrumbs, finely chopped onion, fresh parsley, egg, a bit of salt and pepper, and I don't know if I said garlic, but whatever. So you want to, it depends on the size of the burger you want, really. Now you're going to roll these tight, not like the meatballs. You want these to be compressed and tight. Okay, so around about that big. Roll it tight in your hands. Okay. Put it down on the side, nice ball, and just squash them down. The back of your hand, like so. Okay, just stay there a second, Raj. These are going to go on a plate, and I'm going to refrigerate them for about half an hour just to firm up. And we'll just do one more. I'm going to do Rose a couple, and then I'm going to put some chilli in mine in the other half. So I'm going to finally chop some chilies that I've got, and I'm going to put them in that mix and make myself a couple of chili burgers. Okay, so really tight with these. Make a nice ball. Okay, and then the back of your hand, gently down. You can buy a burger press, but they're about a tenner. There's no point. You can do that yourself. Okay, lift it off and gently on there, and I'm going to do myself a couple of chili burgers, and we'll refrigerate them and we'll come back to them shortly. So now I've done their 3 chili burgers, and there Rose's 2 plain ones. I've put the chilies in with the seeds because I want a bit of heat. You can scrape the seeds out, you can buy a multitude of different chilies, just ghost chilies, and I think I've used jalapeno chilies, but they're going to be nice. And you know what? I didn't say bang it in there once. Bang in. So I'm going to do some triple cooked chips. They did in a place in Cyprus where I worked, in Paphos. And I've just basically cut a potato into 8. They're just wedges. I've peeled them. These are going to go in the oven for 20 minutes. On around about 160, 170 degrees. They've got to be on a vented tray. So I've got these on a pizza tray, and then they're going to go in the oil, and then they're going to come out of the oil, and then they're going to go back in the oil. But you'll see that these are amazing chips. Banging! These have now been in the oven. I put them on 140 actually for 25 minutes, and then they're going to go in the wok on quite a low heat till they just start to brown. They'll come back out. So it's a long process, but the chips are absolutely amazing when they're finished. So we're going to crack on with that, and then we'll get the burgers on, because Rose is starving, aren't you, duck? Now they've just been in on around about, if you've got a deep fat fryer and you can do the temperature, you need to cook these at around about 140. You literally put them in there for about 5-6 minutes. They're just turning a nice brown. And I'm going to put them back on the rack, which I've done, and you're going to leave them for around about half an hour. The thing is, you need to do these in advance, and believe me, I've done these in beef dripping as well. So believe me when I tell you, the end product on these is amazing. They're tasty, one of the tastiest chips you'll ever taste, and the kids will love them. Cool. Right, so I've got a nice bit of oil in here, and a nice hot pan. These are my chili ones. They've nicely firmed up in the fridge. Hoping we'll get the right noise. Beautiful. Banging! You bang these in here. Right, so we've got them in there. This one's Rosemary's with no chilies. So we know that one's Rosemary's. Now the trick to cooking a good burger, what's here, is, and I had to have this, I had to give Rose this lesson the other week, let them cook. Don't flip them over every 30 seconds. I'm just going to turn the heat down a little bit. You need to let them cook. You'll see they're cooking go up the sides. So when you see the side there start going brown, I'll turn the heat down a bit now. Then you turn it over. You should maybe only turn a burger over twice. But I'm also going to put them in the oven on a baking tray with some cheese on while I do the chips after this anyway. So they're going to be in the oven for a couple of minutes. So don't piss about with them. Don't be flipping them over every 5 seconds. Once over, then flip them over again after 2 or 3 minutes. Put your cheese on. If you want to bang them in the oven, bang them in the oven. But, you know, feel them. If they're soft and spongy, they're not cooked. If they're firm to touch, they're cooked. Now I've just flipped them. They were cooking on one side for about a minute and a half maybe. But they just look amazing. I smell the chilies. Ooh. I'm going to enjoy this with my triple cooked chips. Can't wait. Right, so these are cooked now. They've literally been flipped 3 times. I've just flipped them again for the last second. You'll see when they're not cooked, you'll see a bit of blood and then clear juices coming out the top. So I know that these are 90% cooked. Now I'm going to put Rosemary's there. And I'm going to put mine over here because mine are chili ones, and I'll end up. Oh, hang on, I might swap them around because I was going to say I might end up killing it with the chilies. Okay, so we're going to bang a bit of cheese on them, put them in the oven. Right, so I've washed the pan that I had the burgers in because this is the best one for me to toast the buns. I've got it on quite high heat. I'm going to toast them on both sides. So it makes a big difference. You got them crispy on both sides. You've got no sogginess whatsoever. If you just do them for about 30 seconds on a high heat, and then flip them over and just leave them on for about another 30 seconds on the other heat, you're not going to burn them. They're going to be nice and crispy all the way through, and believe me, it makes all the difference. Just flipped them over. They're just nicely toasted on one side. Just going to leave these in there for about 30 seconds, and they're going to be really nice and crispy. So I'm just sweating some onions off now. Just take a minute or two. The chips are back on for the final thing. The thing is with these chips, I've probably said it before and I can't remember, is if you cook these the day before and in advance, believe me, they're well worth it. You triple cook them, oven, 20 minutes on about 140 on like a pizza tray or something. And then in your oil, if you've got a chip fryer, which I haven't, so I use my wok, but I can tell the difference. Put them on quite a low heat for about, take about 5-6 minutes, something like that. They just start to go brown, and then when you put them back in for the final turn, they're going to be. I'm on a full heat here now. I want this high, and these are cooking absolutely beautiful, and they're going to be, like I said 67 times before, amazing. So the burgers are out, looking amazing. We've got some nice bacon here, crispy bacon that I cooked. That's going to go on the top of mine. Rosemary's going to have hers. And then we've got some onion that I just cooked in a little bit of olive oil. Just going to use my fingers. Wow. They're hot, but whatever. Okay. I wouldn't recommend you do this if you haven't got a little bit of resistance to heat. Okay, so that's Rosemary's big fat burger. Toasted both side bun. This is my chili burger with a bit of, I put a bit of mayonnaise and chili on there. Only just found out we ran out of red sauce, which I'm a bit gutted about. And these are the triple cooked chips. Get them on there. Wow. Banging! Got roses over there, bloody meat, they're hot! This is a homemade burger. I'm going to eat that onion. Homemade burgers. Didn't really take that long. You can prep a lot of it in advance. The chips I recommend you cook in advance. And
stop eating them.
Wow. They're amazing. Wow, banging!